On the 20th of July 2019, someone happened to discover a hamburger from the West Coast-based fast food chain of In-N-Out in the East Coast, New York City. Within America, In-N-Out is widely considered to be the best fast food in the entire country, but those living on the East Coast are often mentioned to be missing out on the food experience that In-N-Out provides. So when the burger was discovered in apparently perfectly good condition, wild claims emerged to help explain it away after the discovery was posted onto Instagram and people found out about these circumstances. In-N-Out locations are normally within California, but a few locations for discussion are slightly further east, with the closest location in proximity to New York City being an In-N-Out location in Rockwall, Texas. Why the question of the hamburger in New York City raised so much questions is that it should not have been there, no matter how minute or insignificant the idea of a burger being there is. People have attempted to bring In-N-Out hamburgers to the East Coast before, but none were in pristine condition as the hamburger that was discovered in Jamaica, Queens, New York City was. The condition of the bread, condiments, and meat would naturally get soggy and the taste would decline somewhat when originally purchased from an In-N-Out location. What's really brought out in terms of a conspiracy is that how the hamburger got to the location in New York City. Apparently, on the 23rd of July, a young woman came forward and admitted that it was hers. Through great detail, the woman mentioned that she was flying from San Diego, California to Jamaica, New York City on the evening of the 19th. Before boarding the plane and taking her flight, she stopped at an In-N-Out for some food to take on the plane. The woman then got onto her flight and later ate one of the hamburgers. After she arrived in New York City, she made her way to the JFK airport and the Jamaica Air train connection, then headed to Jamaica itself, where she later took a bus to her home in the region of Flushing, New York City. She mentioned that she had to hurry to catch the bus and accidentally dropped one of the hamburgers, the bag that held the remaining food being worn out and greasy from the 8-hour flight from California to New York. Later on, when the Instagrammer found the burger and put the fact online, theories about the hamburger being found there, people have said that the whole story about the woman whom had supposedly bought the burger and lost it being a Helen Vivas, and the person finding it, a Lincoln Boehm, being a huge and elaborate prank. Everything with this story appeared to be too perfect. Vivas had literal receipts for everything. People would naturally assume that you just throw away the receipt of the burgers once you got what you had paid for. Most don't exactly keep it, nor would the convenience of Boehm finding it on the ground at that exact time when anyone else could have had possibly found it before he did. Proof to support the theory of it being a prank is that online news sites later mentioned that Vivas and Boehm actually had backgrounds and experience to pull off such a viral stunt as that, to boost their own credibility and careers. The evidence is that Boehm found the burger neatly and clean, pristine for an Instagram photograph on the dirty New York City streets, without anything else, such as used or unused napkins, plastic bags, tomato sauce packets, salt or pepper packets, nothing, just the burger itself and its conveniently untouched, unripped wrapping. According to the accounts of Vivas and Boehm, the burger was found on Suffolk Boulevard in Jamaica, Queens, New York City exactly. This is actually a very busy intersection for pedestrians, cars, and buses. Anyone walking by could have easily kicked it away or perhaps taken it for themselves, which adds dubious claims to it being found in ironically and mysteriously perfect condition. Even Boehm actually wrote an article for Vice, an alternative American news outlet, as people mentioned he was very eager to do this. Why? Some might theorize from media exposure. Eventually, it was discovered that when Vivas brought the burger to New York City, she did not actually bring it all together. Condiments and sauces were separate from the bun. so it wouldn't get soggy throughout the flight, and other items were kept in plastic bags to preserve the meat's freshness. So the original argument that it's impossible to bring a West Coast In-N-Out hamburger to anywhere in the East Coast is still a very valid debate to mention. Whatever the truth might be, hoax, stunt, true accident, or otherwise, it just adds to the widely held belief that In-N-Out is the best burger chain in the United States of America.